Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. That's his round. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out. Let's fight.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance. That's it, what we do in the gym. You know you do it in the gym. Be confident. That's it, nice and smooth. Stay that way now. Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch south forward.
Okay, focus. Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on. Breathe. That's a tap.
Let's do it. That's it, what we do in the gym. You know you can do it in the gym. Be confident. That's it, nice and smooth. Stay that way now.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
One, two, three, four, five. You still want to fight?
Okay, forget about it. Forget about that knockdown.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your gloves.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. You was coasting this fight and now you're letting back into it. Now, It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. You were
it. Stick around in the jab, and then start gathering your pieces. Got a low left down. Look to the right hand. Look to the right hand. Work your jab. Look to the right hand over his lazy jab.
start doubling the jabber.
Jab. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now stick a hook on the end.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
Listen, you've switched off. What you doing? Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now
Let's do it.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled for
All the talking. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Misses with the straight left. That counter shot lands. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
They exchange punches. A perfect counter shot. That's another scoring shot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Punch, counter punch. They both want the knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford and on to the second round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The jab not finding its target. Beautiful counter shot. Punching. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Those counter punches have to hurt. The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He blocks the hook. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He misses with that jab. He scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What are you doing? Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Pop, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Straight right just misses. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Jab slightly off target. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Crawford in that. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. Throws the jab but does not score. The perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different? On to the 6th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Well done with that counter shot. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Good counter punch. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford. Round 7, here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter punch. How about that time counter shot? What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Beautiful counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Good counter punching. Let's talk about Crawford in that. And we enter the 8th round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. His stamina is off the charts. Punch, counter punch. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. They exchange punches. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace. To get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd.
So it's El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his first world title back in 2007 and hasn't looked back since.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Igram, Russia, a featherweight title holder known as El Ruso Mexicano, Yevgeny Gradovich. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, Jorge.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor.
What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Jab does not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want the knockout. The perfect counter lands. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. El Ruso Mexicano may be going down. How did they not go down?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Gradovich is hurt. And down goes Gradovich. Let's see that again.
Even I'm going to see that again. Where did that come from?
Talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 2. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Believe what we are seeing. No rest for the weary. Gradovich is in trouble. And Gradovich is down. And you can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Nice defense there, block. And that'll do it. Linares is down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
Both men getting off. The bell rings and we start the third. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
Those counter punches have to hurt. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Beautiful counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Radovich is wobbed. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you still want to fight.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Well, look at this corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? The perfect start.
A perfect counter shot. The final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Evgeny Radovich in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Uh-oh, Radovich in some serious trouble. And now Russo Mexicano goes down. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are ready.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
He parries that left jab away. Radovich is wobbly. appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about a Eddie Gradovich in that last round. What a huge moment. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That counter shot lands. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working down for the salary. Everyday in gym burning a calorie. Deep meditation man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the Towering Inferno, 6 foot 5.5 inches tall with a... It's the Towering Inferno, fighting out of Coachella, California, ranked as the best active light middleweight by the Ring magazine. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all.
This bout is scheduled for...
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. So here we go. Should be a good one. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
This is not just...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! Fundora just got rocked. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Do you believe this? Well done with that counter shot. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
First minute, played round. Now relax. Round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
No rest for the weary. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Go back out there. Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab slick. Get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Get out there and switch.
On to the third. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He misses with that straight left. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These two were made for each other. You believe what we are seeing. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice job getting that punch through. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on.
There's the bell for round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter shot. Misses with the straight left. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How about that time counter shot? Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Didn't land that jab. A perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the...
Happy, I like that round. Good.
On to the fifth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
Punch, counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Through the straight left, but it won't score. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Holding nothing back here in the round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
On the job. Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You stay focused now. Come on, we're getting back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax because you know what you can do in the gym.
Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that and you're going down.
A shot for...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They got some work to do. Oh, Sebastian Fedora is hurt. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked. Here we go. It's round 7. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
A lot of effort being exerted here. You'd like to see more jabs. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
His stamina is off the charts. Throws the uppercut, but misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes on the belly of the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Straight right just misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's go back